Expectations, expectations, expectations. Today, I want to show you how your expectations are secretly sabotaging you from reaching your success, from reaching your goals, from changing your life, from creating the reality that you want. I want to begin the video though with understanding the power of expectations. And your expectations are like silent instructions that you give to your subconscious mind. The things that you say, like, things will never work out, success takes forever, I may not be able to get this job. And all of the little thoughts and instructions that you give your mind each and every day are those instructions that it actually follows. Your mind job isn't to distinguish what's reality and what's not. It's simply processing the information that you give it each and every day through your thoughts. This is why even when you consciously want something better, your life continues to loop back in the same patterns. You're forced with the same situations. You have the same type of relationships. Your subconscious is loyal. It follows what you expect. It understands what you're looking for because of the thought processes that you have every day. And it just gives you what you continue to feed it each and every day. If you expect people to let you down, if you expect to fail, if you expect you won't be able to afford things, if you expect not to live the life that you want to live, if you expect all of these things that are the contrary to how you actually want to live, then that's what your reality will continue to consist of. Today, I want to talk about how you can shift that, how you can shift your expectations, how you can change the expectations that you set in your life day in and day out. There's a psychological component to expectations. You may have heard of it, but it's called the self-fulfilling prophecy. The idea that our beliefs and our expectations about a certain situation actually influence how it turns out. How many self-fulfilling prophecies have you had over the course of your life? How many of those were actually not in favor of how you want your life to actually go? Whether it is you not succeeding or getting the job or having a successful business, all of those small behaviors and thought processes and expectations compound and actually lead to big outcomes. The outcomes that you are trying to get rid of, the outcomes that are stopping you and are sabotaging your life as we speak because you're not living the reality that you want to live. That energy alone starts with shifting how you can attract the things that you want. So often we think that our expectations are simply thoughts. We think that it's just something that we think in that given moment and it has no lasting impact. When in actuality, it's energy signatures that your subconscious mind continues to feed on, and then it aligns your reality with those expectations. How can you right now identify expectations that are limiting your capabilities to actually achieving your goals? The tricky part is most of our expectations aren't even conscious. They're built through time over the experiences that we have, the relationships, the patterns, the life that we live, the disappointments, the beliefs that we picked up from others. Maybe your parents struggled financially, so now you think that you will struggle financially. Maybe your parents thought that money was hard to come by, so now you expect money to be hard to come by. Maybe you were overlooked growing up, and now you feel not worthy, and now you expect to be overlooked and to be undervalued. All of these things are expectations that we continue to feed, and these expectations are quietly running your life in the background. So what I want you to do right now is take a moment to reflect on this question. And this is a deep question. What do I truly expect when I go after what I want? Do you expect struggle? Do you expect rejection? Do you expect growth? Do you expect disappointment? Whatever you expect most consistently is what is shaping your present reality. Your expectations will continue to create the reality that you're faced with. And there's a quote that I want to read from Neville Goddard, and it states, change your conception of yourself, and you will automatically change the world in which you live. Your expectations directly come from your self-concept. The identity you hold about who you are and what's possible for you, it's deep down what you believe in. If you believe that you're not the kind of person who wins, that even if opportunities come your way, you somehow talk yourself out of them. If you expect relationships to end badly, then you unconsciously sabotage the good ones. Expectations don't predict your results only, they produce them. Because your mind, your emotions, and actions align with the story that you're expecting to unfold. So how can you shift your expectations? How do you shift the negative expectations that you have on your life? I've said this in previous episodes, and it still holds true for this. It starts with awareness. You have to begin to notice the stories you tell yourself before things even happen. Before you even heard back from the recruitment agency or the HR team about your application, stop thinking that you didn't get the job. Before you even thought about being in a relationship with this person, stop thinking that they don't like you. But here's what you have to do right now with those expectations. You have to catch the pattern. When you find yourself thinking, this probably won't work, pause and label it as an old expectation. You have to intentionally replace it with, things are actually starting to flow in my favor. Visualize the new outcome. Picture yourself already winning. Picture yourself already thriving. Picture yourself already succeeding in the things that you actually want to succeed in. And then you have to align your actions. Act from the version of you who already expects success. The one who trusts the process, the one who stays consistent, and the one who doesn't quit when that first obstacle arises. Remember, in most cases, you don't manifest what you want. You manifest what you expect. And your expectations ties your self-identity. Your self-identity is your self-concept. Your self-concept, what you think. It's all one big snowball effect and one big impact on your reality each and every day. The moment your expectations shift, the moment your actions shift, then the world around you begins to shift. All in all, your expectations are powerful. They're the hidden script, writing your story each and every day. If you've been feeling stuck, maybe it's not that you actually need to work harder. Maybe it's actually that you need to start expecting differently. Maybe it's that the old patterns and the old expectations continue to keep you in a cycle that produces the same results, which in turn keeps you angry, keeps you miserable, keeps you stressed out, keeps you on edge. Once you begin to shift your expectations, you can begin to watch how your life begins to mirror that new belief, that new expectation. Because you change what you expect, you change what you attract. Because you change what you attract, you change what you manifest. Because you change what you manifest, you change your reality. What are your hidden expectations? What are the expectations that are running your life right now? Why do you continue to expect to fail? Why do you continue to expect being overlooked and undervalued? Why do you continue to expect things that don't align with the life that you actually want to live? These are the thought processes that we have to think about and become aware about each and every day. Because if you don't, your expectations will continue to sabotage the life that you want to live. The goals that you've set, the success that you want to reach, the levels that you want to break through. And it's up to you to actually begin to shift those expectations, shift how you think, shift the thoughts that you nurture to each and every day. When you find yourself expecting something negatively to happen to your life, within your life, and the things that you're going through, make sure that you become aware of that and begin to actually change the narrative of that expectation. It's all about awareness. Don't allow expectations to secretly sabotage your success. Think about that.